Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, today we are covering our 3 planetary conjunctions. And today we are going to be covering the conjunction of Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. And what happens when these 3 planets are conjunct in your horoscope, meaning they're in the same sign, in the same house. Okay? And if you do not know how far apart this conjunction is, which sign it's happening in, which house it's happening in, all the other planetary placements and details for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link. So, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter conjunction. What happens when they're conjunct together? Well, first of all, what is Mercury? Mercury is our communication, it's our speech, it's our ability to do business. It's our ability to create network circles in our life. Mercury is our ability to comprehend things, to analyze things. Mercury is also the significator of our friends and our immediate family, like our cousins, our aunts, uncles. Then comes Venus. Venus is our ability to create relationships. It's our ability to romance with somebody. It's our spouse. It's our, love that we want to give out to the world. Venus, because of the fact it also represents sexual relationships, it also represents creativity. Because creativity is a part of creation. So when you create, it takes creativity. So it represents arts and media and creative self-expression. Venus is any kind of a woman that you run into in your life. Venus is beautiful assets, beautiful merchandise, jewelry, gems. Then Jupiter. Jupiter is the highest form of knowledge. It is a knowledge that is above all knowledge. This is why Jupiter represents spiritual knowledge, the divine intelligence that you come here with. It represents your gurus, your teachers, your mentors, your professors, because whoever teaches you and mentors you, they're bigger than anything else in this world, perhaps even bigger than God. Jupiter is a significator of family, of children, of gains, and our desires, hopes, and wishes. Jupiter also represents the old form of art. This is why Jupiter is classical arts and classical music. So what happens when these 3 planets come together? Well, they create a particular yoga, especially in Vedic astrology, known as a Saraswati Yoga. Anytime benefic planets, natural benefic planets like Moon, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus come together, creates this yoga. And this is a yoga of attaining information which is creative. These people are here to gather creative information and to use that and express that to the world. So these people are very creative. That's the foundation. They have the creative wits and creative ability to do anything. And this may not necessarily show that, oh, this person is an actor or a singer or a writer. No, they can be your plumbers, they can be your taxi drivers, they can be your lawyers, but they will have a creative way of doing things. Meaning if taxi driver has this conjunction, they will not take the usual route and take you into the traffic and all that, and a traffic jam. No, they'll know the inner streets. They'll know what time to go on the street, what time not to go. So they use their creativity and their analytical skills in a creative way to be one of the best drivers. So that's the foundation of this conjunction. These people are very much interested in intellectual love. They're not the kind of people who will simply go for, love or sex for sight, as you call it nowadays. Where you meet the person, you just feel like, oh, when are we going to, have sex? That's not going to be it with these people. These people are like, you got to connect with me mentally. You got to connect with me spiritually. You got to connect with me intellectually. and then we can go forward. And because of this conjunction, they usually always attract people who love to have higher philosophical conversation, artistic conversation, intellectual conversation, conversation about science, conversation about social injustice, anything that helps them attain more knowledge through other people. That's where this conjunction really comes about. So if you are dating somebody with this kind of a conjunction, the more you stimulate them creatively, intellectually, spiritually, that's what's going to be the turning point for these guys. That's what's going to be the turn on point. So if you're dating them, instead of just taking them to a restaurant, take them to art gallery or some opera, and then take them to dinner. They will have a whole new feel about you and attraction towards you, because they'll be seeing that engagement of knowledge and classical arts and creativity. And these people will always tend to run into gurus and teachers who are quite feminine in nature. They're very sensitive in nature. There's great love coming from their teachers, and they have great love for their teachers. Because remember, Venus is also a teacher. Jupiter is a teacher. These are two gurus. One is a guru of the gods, one is the guru of the demons, which pretty much us. We human beings are the demons. So Venus is our god. Why? Because of the fact we would rather buy that Rolex watch for Christmas. We would rather have that luxury Bentley for Christmas versus buying some spiritual book for Christmas for ourselves or someone we love, or going to some spiritual retreat. Hardly people will do that. Even though tides are now turning slowly, people are starting to do that. But the thing is, Venus is what makes us drive towards our desire. Like, even if our desire is spiritual, it is being led through the path of Venus. So when these two teachers are there in the same conjunction, what happens is this person will always want to earn money, because they still have to live in the world of Venus and obey by Venus, because Venus is what's providing everything. But they're going to want to do it spiritually. They're going to want to do it artistically. They're going to have some meaning behind what they pursue. And so they're the ones who want to create something long lasting. They want to make money. They want to get that Ferrari. They want to get that Bentley. They want to get that big mansion. But they want to do it through a way where they are kind of paying forward the spiritual gratitude in life. And they make great writers, these people. The words and the sentence and the comprehension and the grammar just flows through them. And especially if this conjunction occurs like in the 3rd house, 5th house, 9th house, or even the ascendant, they are always attracted towards some sort of writing and some sort of communication where they can express themselves creatively. But overall, it's a very positive conjunction, very good conjunction. But the negative side of this conjunction is you have too high of expectations of the other person. And you will notice a person who has this conjunction expects too much from you. They're like, if a girl has this conjunction, as much as you impressed her with your intellect, she's going to want to be like, so when are you getting your master's degree? Are you going to work on your PhD? Because there's a conflict here. Remember, two planets who really don't get along with each other are in this conjunction, Venus and Jupiter. Mercury is neutral. Mercury gets along with everybody. Even with Moon, Mercury will do fine. So Mercury is just here like, look, let's just play a game. You know, he's with two friends who don't really like each other, but they're all hanging out with each other. They're like, yo, let's just spend some time and do some games. Let's just have, have fun. But this conflict of two gurus there creates a conflict in a person, because you're looking for material and you're looking for intellectualism on a physical level, meaning that you got to have a degree for this person. Show me. I know you're intelligent, but show me, prove it to me by getting a degree. So very high expectations comes into play, very high materialistic expectations comes into play. Because Jupiter is expansion. Jupiter expands things. And Venus' quality, along with Mercury, is being expanded. So as much as their intellectual is expanding, their lavish lifestyle is also going to expand. They're going to expect a lot more from people around them. They expect a lot more from themselves. So materialistic side will definitely be there with this person. And especially if Venus holds the lowest degree and Venus is in its own sign, then you will heavy dose of materialistic desire. Who are you? What kind of title do you have? What kind of status do you have for me to be with you? It's not all spiritual and religious. This is quite a realistic, practical conjunction of a person who is looking for, that gateway to the material world, and the gateway will be through you. How much can you earn from me? How much can you provide for me through your intellect? Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of Mercury, Venus, Jupiter conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your planets are placed, so your other planetary replacements, conjunctions, aspects, my books, consultations, for that check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you probably after Christmas. Bye-bye.